I'm Indira Naidu-Harris, the AVP of Diversity and Human Rights here at the University of Guelph. Happy Black History Month. You know, Black History Month is an important celebration for me. That's because I was born in South Africa under apartheid. And so I know in a very real way the harsh struggles countless members of the Black community faced at that time because of racism and discrimination. And I will never forget the pain that I saw and experienced. And so for me, Black History Month is an opportunity to acknowledge and honor our past, celebrate Black excellence in the present, and work to bring about positive change for the future. It's a time for celebration, reflection, and education. And as Black History Month moves forward, we must carry the spirit, knowledge, and lessons we've learned this month into the days, weeks, and months ahead. Black History Month isn't just about recognizing the incredible contributions of Canadians of African descent. It's also about recognizing the significance and tireless efforts of people coming together to fight for the rights that they deserved. And so this celebration is a time to learn more about the history, community, and stories of Black Canadians and their contributions in shaping Canada. And this recognition is widely celebrated, not just in our own province, but across Canada and internationally. In fact, Black History Month is officially recognized by the governments of Canada, the USA, Ireland, the Netherlands, and the UK. In 1993, Rosemary Sadler, president of the Ontario Black History Society, successfully filed a petition in Ontario to proclaim February as Black History Month that year. Following her success, the Honorable Jean Augustine took the idea to the next step by having Black History Month recognized across Canada. So 25 years ago in 1995, Jean Augustine introduced a motion in the House of Commons to officially name February as Black History Month in Canada. It passed with unanimous support, not an easy thing. And it's an important milestone and one we must all recognize and celebrate, regardless of our background as part of being Canadian. And so in 2016, I was proud to rise in the Ontario legislature and vote to officially recognize every February as Black History Month in Ontario, to ensure that the important, vital, and continuing contributions of the Black community in our province will be celebrated here for generations to come. Last year, DHR had the honor of hosting Jean Augustine at the U of G to discuss her impressive career in public service, her devotion to equity, diversity, and inclusion, and the work behind the creation of the Black History Month in Canada. She spoke about the importance of fostering free, respectful, equitable, and inclusive societies for everyone, and shared her passion for human rights with the U of G community, reminding all of us of our collective responsibility to support one another and do the work to identify and remove barriers to success for everyone. Now, while this year's celebrations look a little different, I asked Jean recently about the importance of Black History Month.
Greetings as you celebrate Black History Month in Canada, Black History Month 2021, with the theme, The Future is Now. Black History Month is a reminder of who we are in Canadian society. Who are African Canadians? What about their entrance into Canada? When did they come? 1603. What settlements, what contributions have they been making to Canadian life? How much has been their presence in the history of Canada? How important is that history to Canada's history? In Black History Month, we look at the involvement of African Canadians through the settlement, the building, and the contributions that they've been making to Canada from 1603 to the present. By celebrating this history, by knowing this history, by having Parliament, the House of Commons, officially designating February as Black History Month is really an affirmation that there is work for all of us to do. An affirmation that we need to know our neighbors in society. An affirmation that we as Canadians declared that we are a multicultural, multi-ethnic, multiracial, multi-religious society. And therefore the importance of us knowing each other's history has to be one of the important things that we must do. And so designated February as Black History Month is really saying, folks, let's look at our neighbors. Black History Month 2021 has come at a time when we've just come through the year that engaged us in the pandemic, the COVID-19, with Black Lives Matter, the savage killing of George Floyd in full view of the world. The systemic discrimination, the anti-Black discrimination. And it gave us, 2020 gave us that reflective time so that we could examine our practices. We can dig deep in ourselves to see where the prejudices are, to think about ally and allyship. How can we be part of the cause? How can we support our neighbors who are caught as a result of racism and racist actions? And so we see this 2021 and the future is now theme coming together with the pandemic, the Black Lives Matter, the conversations around systemic discrimination, and the fact that we are in the midst of the United Nations declared Decade for People of African Descent. Because what is found at this very high level of governments and states working together, what they have discovered and why this was all passed was the fact that it does not matter where a person of African descent is in the world. All the nonsense around prejudice, discrimination, lack of employment, lack of opportunities for housing, the mental health issues, incarceration, violence against women, all of those things occur to people of African descent, no matter where they are in the world. There is that commonality. And one can ask, how? And of course, colonialism, as well as racism, as well as the residues of slavery. And so we're celebrating at a very crucial time, 25 years since we designate February as Black History Month. The pandemic, the conversations, and we are in the midst of the Decade for People of African Descent. And so, as I greet you, as we look at Black History Month, I think it's important for me to underscore that Black History Month is not just for Black people. Black History Month is Canadian history. It's for all of us. And so let's work together, let's be allies, and let's move forward into a future where diversity and inclusiveness are the name of the game.
So this year, as we acknowledge and honor the past, it's important that we celebrate the transformative work that Black Canadians and our communities are doing now. Their legacy is deeply woven into the diverse fabric of the communities we live in today.